Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Scary Hour. We're back with another episode, guys. I hope you guys missed me. But before we get into the nitty gritty, I want to apologize because last week I said I was speaking on what's going on with the Haitian immigrants and the border of Texas and how the patrols were handling the situation. And after that, I decided to, I misinformed you guys, and I let you guys know that those that were captured were going to get sent to Guantanamo Bay. That is, gratefully enough, good news that it is not true. The reason why I even mentioned it last week was because I read on something that was gave me misinformation. So I apologize. I did say that the Biden administration was going to send the captured Haitian immigrants to Guantanamo Bay based on what I've read, and it's completely false. And that's just another lesson that you can't listen to these social media outlets that just say things for the clicks. There's these social media outlets that just they want to get your attention. It goes back to what I was speaking about a while ago at the beginning of Scary Hour, where I mentioned that these social media pages be, just doing shit for clickbait. Doing not clickbait, because some shit be, a lot of shit that they mention be real stories, and factual news. But then there's also, you can tell the things that they publicize that are a little bit, they're meant to catch your attention. They're not meant to inform you. They're just meant to get you to click on the comment section and voice your opinion on whatever it is that they want to grab your attention on. Or there'd be certain things where they word it differently, just so that, based on the wording, it's meant one thing, but in reality, if you really look into it and read about it, it's not really what you thought it was. I don't know what it is. Every time I record, I get hit with like a whole bunch of gases. But I don't be farting up a storm in here. I mean, like, burp. I'll be burping my ass off or my throat off. Pause. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So I wanted to clear that out. I apologize for misinforming you guys. It happens. It's gonna happen a whole bunch of other times. You feel me? Like, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna say outlandish things that I'm gonna later retract on, because I either no longer agree with that opinion, or I've changed my opinion, or I just was wrong about the opinion or what I said, or I was misinformed or whatnot. But yeah, wanted to get that out of the way, let you guys know what's up. But while we're talking about the government, the new governor of New York, I don't even know her name, honestly, but she last week was saying something about that the vaccine came from God. She also said that she was gonna, like, by when they came out, she said that all unvaccinated nurses and hospital workers were gonna get fired if they obviously don't get vaccinated. By like the day after she made the briefing, shit was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? What are we living in? Like, the society we're in works, like, we're the number one country in the world. Well, in this world, it's working. Why would you in any way, shape, or form kind of want to, like, dictate shit when we've been ruling based off of the sole purpose, the sole idea of us making our own choices and being free. Freedom is the whole thing with America. Why would you kind of like, I don't understand what this government is doing. I granted, we are going through a lot of shit. You know, we just came off of our first huge wave, or this generation's first a huge wave of a virus and whatnot, and I completely get it. But it's obvious that at a time like this, such a vulnerable moment, there will be people who will try to take full control, or they will try to misuse their power. As the government, wouldn't you think that, yeah, maybe there will be certain individuals who have high powers that may try to like kind of misuse their power. So we got to put a check on that. But obviously it kind of looks like the government's in on all of this. You feel me? It looks like they're all together in a team trying to like kind of like let motherfuckers know, let regular citizens know who the real boss is. And it's kind of like, I mean, I've always questioned it. Are we really free? You know, I mean, granted, other countries, based off other countries' rules and laws, we get away with a lot of shit. We're able to do a lot of shit. But then it's like, don't say it's freedom. And then there's like mad shit like that's like hidden, tucked in the back pages. When you thought that that was the only page, and you turn the page around, it's a whole nother fucking script. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, it's a little weird. The vaccine came from God. What? I like how like all of these administrations that we've had always look to cater, or the past ones that I've been alive in, I can only speak for those, obviously. They cater to like, or like one of their first attacks are towards religious people. Because I feel like religious people are in such a vulnerable stage or state. And I only say that because or maybe for the old generation, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that listen to her briefing and her saying that the vaccine came from God, a lot of older folks were probably like, yeah, she's right. And if you're not an older folk, you agree with her, then so be it, you know. But majority of the, probably mostly majority of the people who heard the briefing, there was a portion of older folks who possibly agreed with her. There's a high chance of that. So when you come up on a podium to then say the vaccine came from God, you know you're only saying that just so that those folks who really believe in Jesus and follow that certain religion gravitate towards that, just because you mentioned the word God and the vaccine coming from it. And off rip, if I'm a religious person, I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's a woman who speaks power. That's a woman who speaks truth. That is true. The vaccine came from God. I never thought of that. Oh, wow. She must be very religious. You know what? I'm going to go get vaccinated because the vaccine came from God. So I will follow those steps because I agree with those steps, and I never thought of it like that. And even if I did think of it like that before and I hadn't gotten vaccinated yet, knowing that there's a woman like this in the office, even helps me want to go get the vaccine even more. Because even those that are at high power express their voice and put their voice out there in that way, what makes you think that I'm gonna think less of, or I'm gonna do less than that. I know I worded that like I have a brain aneurysm, but I hope you guys understand me. I'm gonna get better with this, guys. I promise you. This is only episode 17, so I'm sorry. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. It's funny to me. Those are the first people who get attacked, or one of the first groups of people that get attacked, because or I don't want to say attacked, but they there's a focus to cater to certain groups of people. I don't know. It's a little scary. I want to say, like, I miss Cuomo a little bit. He was a little bit obviously what he did was not right, but I miss him as a governor, and him putting his foot down on shit. Because I personally believe, if you don't agree with me, then that's fine. You don't have to not like me for my opinion. But I agree that you should do whatever you want to do in life. And that's, if that requires you to get the vaccine, then you go ahead and do so. My mother's vaccinated. My father's vaccinated. I'm not. I respect their choices, and they respect mine. You know, it's like, how can I say? If I were out here risking my life, and I'm always putting myself in a position where I can always possibly be exposed to COVID, in that case, I might as well go get vaccinated. But because I pose no threat, and I don't be out here doing fuck shit, I'm not going to get vaxxed, because I know I'm not bringing that shit back home. And I monitor myself pretty well to see signs and symptoms of COVID. But I don't know. It's I was a little worried. Don't get me wrong. As a son, I was a little worried when my parents got vaxxed, just because, obviously, it hasn't gone 100% well for everyone. And then also, I don't know, bruh, but I'm gonna be the first one when I see these motherfuckers turning into zombies and shit. I'm gonna be the first one to go out here and get rifles and shit. I'm letting y'all know right now. That's extreme measures. I'm just joking. But real shit though. You feel me? Like, fuck all that. I take great care of myself. Maybe I should eat a little better. And I'm working on that. But I always make sure I go visit doctors every year. I make sure I go to the dentist every year. I make sure I get new glasses every 2 years. I make sure I keep up with myself. And I understand we can't say the same for others, but I can only speak for myself, and that's what I can say. But yeah, I mean, we'll see though. I mean, based off of what I've heard so far on this new governor, it's a little shaky, to say the least. Just because, I don't want nobody to come out here, because she's a woman, she speaks very firmly. That scares men. No, that's not even, we're not even gonna make this about sex, bro. It's not, I don't give a fuck that she's a woman, whether she was a woman or a guy. I don't give a fuck what power she got. She doing her job, it's just the way in which she said it. Yeah, she said it very firmly. That's not the problem that I have with that. It's the fact that she sounded very like, you're gonna go do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was like, I teach my fault. Like, if I don't get it, I'm going to detention. Like, come on. Like, that's how I felt. I felt like I was talking to a teacher who has had enough of the entire like class talking and shit. And then for you to like really sit here and be like, yo, by tomorrow night, all of the unvaccinated nurses and social workers, hospital workers, I mean, y'all gonna be fired. Like, my man's, relax, cuz, like, at least, I don't even know. There's just not, I can't fuck with shit like that. I can't. I just can't roll with someone or this government trying to like force shit down our throat. I can't do that. For all of our ruling, for the entire existence of America, we've been under this freedom shit, like this freedom mindset, freedom idea, the idea of just being free and making your own choices. But when this shit happens, you want to go here and regulate shit. It's already you mandating masks everywhere and all of that shit. And then, you know, finding these companies who wouldn't require you to wear a mask if you work there or enter in as a customer, and shutting down these businesses that don't comply with, you know, the mask mandate. We already have to deal with those, with just that one thing. That's just a one monster of his own. Now we have to deal with the whole vaccine thing. The amount of individuals who went years upon years before the pandemic, years upon years on not even getting the flu shot, was already one thing. But now you, obviously, you know, this shit goes down, and now you want to make motherfuckers get vaccinated and all that shit. How do you think that's gonna sound to somebody, for example, those groups of people who don't fuck with getting flu shots every year because they feel like they putting something on that shit? I respect your opinion, whatever. You feel me? You believe what you believe. If you don't want to get flu shots, you don't get flu shots. Then so be it. Why now all of a sudden you want to mandate shit and want to put your foot down in our necks or on our necks and make us do shit? That's not how America was built. That's not how we do shit here in America. You know, I just can't. It's giving dictator vibes. You feel me? I come from a country who had once a dictatorship. I mean, I wasn't born. I wasn't alive during the time, but I've had family members who were alive during the time. I've seen footages of and news of how bad it was during the time. For those of you who don't know what I'm speaking of, who don't know anything about my culture, whenever you get the chance, search up Trujillo. Trujillo, I believe. And then search up Dominican Republic. I don't know his last name. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Anyways, it's giving dictatorship vibes. And I'm pretty sure your regular Joe, your regular American, it feels the exact same way as me. Whether they know about how dictatorships work or not. That's the whole thing about this whole shit. Y'all not making this y'all not making it like a choice. Y'all making it a mandate. And that's what I can't rock with, because you not about to sit and tell me what the fuck to do, nigga. You feel me? At the end of the day, there's jobs out there who do not require you to be vaccinated. And if that's what I have to do, then so be it. If I can't travel for a certain amount of time, as much as I love traveling, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way. Because there's going to be that one country who ain't going to give a fuck whether I'm vaccinated or not. And there's going to be, even if when I come back, y'all ask me if I'm vaxxed or not, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to make me quarantine for a whole month. I will do it. I don't care. But when I feel comfortable on doing a certain thing, I will do it. And that's how a lot of people feel. You can't get mad at people feeling that way. I heard a statistic last week. I was listening to this podcast. I forgot what podcast exactly I was listening to. But 23% of Americans are unvaccinated. And I'm gladly enough, I'm one of those. I don't care. When I'm ready, I will do it. My rule was, to be fair to those who've gotten it and who have the complete different opinion than I do. To be fair, I said I was going to give it a year. When it's the vaccine's first birthday, whether if it's the Moderna or the Pfizer, because I feel like those are the only two legit ones from what I've seen, then I'll consider getting it. As of now, I don't give a fuck about it. You will not find me vaxxed. Y'all have to stop my money on a different type of time, on a different type of level. Like, that's the type of time you have to stop my money in all ways, shape, or form, to the point where I'm about to lose everything. And then I will be like, yo, y'all gave me no choice but to go get vaccinated. Like, it's either get vaccinated or be homeless. It's not that serious. I might as well just get vaccinated. But still, you feel me? Like, yeah, y'all gonna have to do that. So, but until then, I stand my ground. Shit is so fucking stupid, bro. Like, it's so dumb. It's so fucking ridiculous. I can't stand it. I don't understand, bro. Like, I'm already looking at other countries where I could go get citizenship at and just get the fuck out of here and disappear on everybody. Y'all ever feel like that? Y'all ever feel like they're just disappearing on everyone? Just tell your mom and dad I'm out. Yo, mom. Yo, dad. Just want to let you know I've made the executive decision to leave this country. Oh my God, Adrian, where are you going? Mom, I'm going to a different country. I'm going elsewhere. Are you going back home? You going to DR? No. Fuck them. Well, not fuck DR, but I can't fuck with DR right now. DR not for me. It's too dangerous. Oh my God, but everywhere else is danger outside of America. Like, it's going to be the same shit. Not really. Not if you're out the way. Feel me? I ain't going to be out here roaming the streets just trying to look for trouble. I'm leaving. I'm out. Voy con Dios, mi hijo. Okay? Te amo con todo mi corazón. I love you too, ma. And poof, I'm gone. My friends, if y'all want to go where's Adrian? Where's Waldo? Y'all can go ahead and do that. I'll be posting on Instagram. Y'all see me on, man. Annoying as fuck. You feel me? But y'all ain't gonna know. I'm not rocking with that though. Feel me? I'm not rocking with that whole shit this government's playing around with. I'd rather not know shit about a government elsewhere than watch the shift that this government is making. And I'll know the basics of governments outside of my government. You know, whether motherfuckers, too strict and shit or not. Like, from what I heard, for example, in Barbados, you can't wear camo because it's for Barbados military only. I think you get like you could get a fine for wearing camo, but I think you could also get like arrested and shit. And I was gonna go to Barbados, and when I read that, I was like, bro, I really gotta watch out for wearing camo. Like, damn, bro, it's little shit like that. Like, yo, if they like that about camo, imagine anything else. I love my Barbadians, people from Barbados though. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm looking, bro. I'm you know, I financially I can't do it. But when we get there, guys, when I start making bread, where I can say what I want to do with my money, or I could do a lot with my money, I'll look to you know, put out some retirement homes here and there, elsewhere, whether they're in the States or out. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. You guys let me know what you think about that. That shit is so weird. This government's acting the fuck up. Shit is scary out here. Scary hours. Yo, you guys let me know. Write down in the comments. Hit me up. I always tell you guys, hit me up. If there's anything you feel like I should speak about, DM me. I don't care. You feel me? Just this week I had to scramble to look for things to talk about. But hit me up, let me know. Any suggestions, anything. I'm an open book. All right? I'm a whore. I have my legs open. I'm ready for you guys to let me know everything. But yeah. But anyways, while we're on the topic of government, the US Treasury is at risk of running out of money by October 18th, guys. What does this mean? This means unemployment, Social Security, and military payments are at risk. So I searched this up right before I press record. And I'm looking at the CNN post. It says Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned lawmakers that the federal government will likely run out of cash by October 18 unless Congress raises the debt ceiling. So basically, we just put ourselves in a deeper hole. Shit is ridiculous to me. What does this mean? A default will likely be catastrophic, tanking markets and economies and delaying payments to millions of Americans. And those payments were the ones that I just said. You know, unemployment, Social Security, military payments. We're starting to see the effect of all of this, of this whole pandemic. You know, everything was put to a pause, so we didn't realize it, we didn't see it, but now we're starting to see it. Around my area, I've seen a lot of vehicles getting burnt up. Like, it's been like, I'm like, how the fuck does your car burn up? You know, like, how does your car just go up in flames? You know, obviously it could be an accident and shit like that, but it'll be like vehicles that were just parked. And I thought to myself, like, yo, I spoke to my girl. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How would that happen? Like electrical wiring or some shit, you know? My girl's like, oh, the motherfuckers just not trying to pay the payments, the monthly payments of that vehicle. They were probably able to afford it during the pandemic when unemployment was hitting, when all of these loans were hitting. But now that all of that is over with, motherfuckers just burning shit up. And I'm like, yo, that's facts. Now that I think about it, that shit is crazy. I don't know much about that shit, though. When she mentioned it, I was like, oh, that's a possibility. But it's like, wouldn't you put yourself in a deeper hole if you, like, fuck up a car like that? I don't know how that works. But when she mentioned it, it opened such a door in my head. I was like, whoa. Motherfuckers really burning up fucking BMWs and Mercedes and shit like that. But I don't know, y'all. We're starting to see it. there's still been there hasn't been a lot of people affected by it yet. I mean, we are actually getting affected. There's a lot of people not on unemployment right now, or not getting any benefits from unemployment right now. So yeah, I'm sorry, misspoke on that. But this shit is going to hell. It's gonna get even worse, bro. It's gonna get even worse. But I think they're gonna raise the debt ceiling. I think we're gonna put ourselves in a deeper hole. Tax is gonna increase, and we're gonna get fucked. Because at the end of the day, like, I know, like, the Biden administration passed that shit where, like, they tax people who make over $400,000 a year, if I'm not mistaken. So those who make 400,000 plus are getting taxed the fuck up right now. Those who make less than that, the tax hasn't changed. The taxes hasn't changed. So maybe they are able to raise the debt ceiling. I don't know shit about any of this, so maybe that doesn't even correlate with anything. The whole tax getting raised and all of that. But educate me. You feel me? This is, like, educate me. Let me know if you know more than I do, more than I'm reading. Then let me know. Don't be afraid to correct me, or let me know your ideas or your thoughts or what's in your mind, what's rolling out. But yeah, I mean, shit, it's bad out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. I don't see these boys no more flexing on social media, going out to the club and all that shit. I don't see nobody ever doing any of that. Like, it's over with. The only ones balling out are the scammers. Like, those are the only people I see balling out. Other than that, the average person that was really making bread during the pandemic is no longer doing that. And the only reason I'm making a light joke about it is because, like, I'm not about to sit here and sympathize with. I mean, like, I feel bad for people who really use their money right and, like, really was, like, depending a lot on unemployment and used it to their benefit. And then everybody could use their money however they want, but I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna make fun of you if you was really out here acting like this was your money, like the government wasn't giving, like you was really earning this shit, like motherfuckers using quote like just another day, another dollar. Back when I was struggling, shit was hard. It's like, yo, Mo, you getting government help, bro. Like, what are you doing? Why are you flexing government help? Like, we know. Don't do that. We know. Don't do that. I don't got nothing to say about the scammers. The scammers could do whatever they want because they be scamming niggas. They be a lot of people that be stupid enough to get scammed out. But for those of you who was just like, look at my new whip. My shit. That's my shit right there. That's my shit, man. That's my shit. I'm about to do a couple things so you feel me? It's my shit, man. You feel me? I work for this shit. Shit fire. Shit fire, right? You fuck with my shit? Just like the same way niggas had pandemic babies. That was your pandemic whip. I don't care. I'm gonna start asking people like, oh yeah, when you get this whip, bro? Oh, I got it like last year. Oh, so what with the government and shit, like unemployment? So you went unemployment. You went unemployed, and before unemployment, you ain't have a whip. But after, when you were actually officially unemployed, you get a whip. Make it make sense. Please help me make it make sense. How the fuck you go from not having a whip to having a whip, but you go on a job? How you replace a job over a whip? Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost too. You lost me there. You lost me there. I ain't gonna hold you. You lost me there. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. But it gets me tight because it be the niggas that be acting like they really they got that shit themselves. Yo, when I'm telling y'all, based on the people that I've had on my Instagram, the amount of motherfuckers that have just been flashing Brad, like taking pictures with money in their hands or posting it. Nah, they wouldn't post it on like on their feed. They would post it on a story. Like look at me at the club, popping bottles left and right. 1942 was the vibe. Niggas was like, oh my God, look at they got 1942. Nobody's been popping them bottles. No one's been popping them bottles the last 2 months. Nobody. Bro, fuck all that. Not even the scammers. I'm seeing them popping them bottles. Cause those, I don't got nothing to say about those when it comes to that. But those be the ones that just be posting their. I mean, everybody does it. Like they just post their ups. They never post the shit that like the struggle. I want to get that real with y'all. Like I want to be real, so real. Like I'll post just the struggles. But the only reason I don't is just because I know there be niggas out there. I have own family members that hate on me on the low. They think I don't know, but I know. Feel me? So it's like I know, bro. I know you wished on my downfall. Yo, you know what's crazy? And this is what I mean. Like the other day, right? I have a vehicle. I have a whip. And the other day I posted a picture of me being outside. Like I posted a picture of like, you know, the steering wheel and then like the windshield and whatnot. That's it. That's what I posted. It was a boomerang on my story I posted. Later on that night, I get a camera, the traffic camera, the traffic light camera. That shit flashed on me. So you already know I'm waiting on the ticket. And then like I missed the turn a couple times. Now y'all could probably say I'm over exaggerating. But I feel like if I would have never posted that picture, none of that would have happened. And throughout the entire night that I was driving out, working, I was in such a bad mood because there was always something happening where where it would get me angry or sad or whatnot. And it's like you telling me that there was not one person that saw my story like, oh, this nigga really got a whip. Like, this nigga really out here like driving. The fuck, like. Now niggas want to act like trains don't exist. Like, wow, niggas just really outside. Like, niggas don't know how to act because they got a whip. Like, yo, bro, I'm working. Like, I'm outside, bro. Like, it's a privilege to have a vehicle. I'm using it to you know, to my benefit. And it's like, I feel like it's a close circle near me. I don't feel like it's like random. It could be a random, though. Feel me? Don't get it twisted. It could be a random. But it could also be, it's most likely somebody that's close to me or that knows me on a personal level. You feel me? Like, y'all could say, oh, y'all own, you feel me? I'm probably tweaking. But it just so happened like that the day that I post a picture, I never post my whip. I never post like me in my whip doing shit. I stay in my whip too. That's the funny part. Like I never looked to let it be known that I'm on my whip. And it's just because I don't like to boast. Like, probably when I fix my whip up, you know, I'll probably just post it people so I could just show people like, yo, look, if y'all see me in the streets, it's me. Feel me? Like, that's me. That's my whip. Which I guess is a form of boasting. It's a form of like flaunting over my shit. Like, but it's just me being proud of because I just worked on my whip. You know, like, I don't know. But yeah, it's I'm not the type of person. You feel me? I always stop myself. I feel like I'll be there like I'm about to take a picture, I'm in my whip. Just cause I'm feeling it. And then I'll be like, yeah, but I'm on my whip. And niggas gonna think that. I mean, don't get me twisted. Like, I don't give a fuck about what people say. Or, I mean, what people think or say, yeah. But, I mean, like, I don't want it to come off as, I'm like, oh, this my whip. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. When do I, though? You feel me? Like, I don't know. But, yeah, it's like, I don't want it to come off. I never want shit that I post to come off as me being cocky or me being full of myself or like me being like thinking that I'm better than everybody, because I know I'm not. Feel me? Like, and you will never get that energy from me. I will never belittle you. I will never look at you like, feel me? Like, you don't know what you're talking about, unless you really truly don't know what you're talking about. And I know, like, and I know facts about whatever it is that we're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's probably got to work on that, because it's okay to let it be known what you're proud of, like what you want to show people. I'm not close to anybody but my girl and like my mom and my dad, but other than that, like, it's okay to like let people know and be proud of shit. You feel me? Like, be proud of like, yo, you know, look, I fixed up my I got some new tires, or like, look, this new paint job that I got on my vehicle. Like, feel me? It's okay to feel like that, and I need to work on that, because it's one thing to like trying to showboat people, but it's another if you genuinely just feel proud about something. And that's usually what it is with me. But I purposely tell myself that I'm showboating, or like, look at you trying to show off. I gotta tell myself that on purpose, just so I don't post it and I don't go along with it, because I know there's somebody out there who doesn't fuck with me, and I know it's coming from a close circle. So if you're watching this, shout out to you. But yeah, moving on from everything that we just spoke about, this week, me and my girl took the chance to watch Squid Game, and we got hooked from the beginning to the end. There's spoiler alerts, so if you're gonna, I don't even want to spoil it or anything. Yeah, there's gonna be spoiler alerts, because I'm gonna end up saying some stupid shit that ends up, yeah. So if you haven't watched it yet, skip over somewhere. But spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I knew from the beginning that the guy with the glasses, I'm not about to mention these names because they're in Korean, and I'm not about to do that. I'm going to have a whole headache. Fuck all that. But the guy with the glasses, bro, my girl wanted the guy with the long hair, the pimp, like the thug, the one that was always trying to, like, he felt good about killing people, the one with the neck tattoo. She hated him throughout the entire fucking show. I didn't like him at the beginning, but once I started to see like how sneaky this nigga with the glasses was, I was like, yo, bro, I'm not rocking with you, bro. Like, especially when he did what he did to Ali, bro. When he did what he did to Ali, I was like, yo, bro, the guy with the neck tattoo could win for all I care, as long as this bozo gets his shit rocked. Like, rocked. So even the way he went out, I did not fuck with. I didn't like the fact that he killed himself. I didn't like the fact that the protagonist of the whole show was like, can we just end the game? Me, you could just walk out right now. Fuck that money. What? He didn't even know about what he did to Ali, though. That's the funny part. But red flag number 1 was when he saw him push the guy into the glass, because the guy was taking too long to choose which glass to jump on, and him voicing his concern with his decision to push that guy, and also him creating a pact with the girl expressing to the girl, like the third female that at the end, the girl that ended up dying, expressing to her that he does not trust the guy with the glasses. Like, come on. And then him killing the girl while the dude was out here asking for help because she was bleeding out. Yo, I would have had all of that in the back of my head, bro, as I'm over here beating you in the Squid Game, which is the final game. And I'm over here like jumping around, and now I catch you lagging, you on the floor bleeding out and shit. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. They almost had me because he got stabbed 3 times, bro. I was like, it's over. Once he got stabbed right here, I was like, oh, he's clipped. That's it. Like, eventually, he's just gonna bleed out. Nobody's gonna get the money. Fuck. But then, he started knocking this nigga out. Started punching him up. Putting a dent in his face, as he should. I feel like he should have done more. He bitched out. How you do that in the show? Like, how do the writers write that part where it's like, okay, now this is the part where you bitch out and you go, you're my childhood friend. Fuck, I understand that you killed that girl that I really cared about. I get that you pushed that guy. You gotta do what you gotta do. Fuck the money. Bro, when I'm telling you, I would have had all the fun in the world stabbing that man. Where my money at? Bring it down. Make it rain on me, please. Make it rain on me, please. And then, like, I also did not fuck with the fact that, and I loved the entire show. I'm just stating the things that I do not fuck with at all. I also don't like the fact how the policeman went out. I don't like the fact. Yeah, like I kind of had a feeling at first. I thought that the guy with the black mask that was running shit, during the entire show, I ended up finding out he's like only a fucking manager. Nigga was like HR and shit, because he ended up calling these VIPs and he was like, yes, boss. Yes, sir. And then the old man was the real boss of the whole shit, because he was like one of these VIPs, but the owner of the whole shit. He was like, yes, boss. I'm thinking this nigga was the whole boss of this shit. Like, I'm thinking he like fully runs shit. He's the one he's doing it for his purposes because he wants to do it. Then I found out this nigga's just a fucking HR. Then I find out this nigga's the manager. I was like, bro, you a bitch. Like, come on now. Like, you got a whole different mask for what? Like, come on. I don't know. Try a different shape or some shit. Or a different color soup with the same soup. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But when I first I thought he was the protagonist, the guy with the long hair, with like the short long hair. I thought he was that guy's daughter's stepfather. You know, the guy that he goes up to and he says that, well, the guy that is gonna go to the US with his ex-wife and his daughter. Yeah, I thought it was him. I thought he had something to do with it. Next thing you know, he don't got shit to do with it. They just had that dialogue like, oh, here's the 2 million won. And we got to stay on the one condition. Don't ever try to look for your daughter. Then he punched that nigga. But yeah. This spoiler alerts everywhere right here. So if you already watched it, you feel me? Fuck with me. Let me know how you feel. You feel me? But to continue on that. Yeah, it's like, I'm like, so we just gonna sit here and like care about the fact that you played it, you grew up with this nigga. Bro, I don't care, bro. If you're a foul person like that, I'm dubbing you. I don't give a fuck how long I know you for. If you was such a foul person to do shit like that. I mean, granted, then again, like, he didn't do anything to him, you feel me? And he probably could have. So he probably saw that as like, yo, I grew up with this dude. Like, if even though I want to do shit to this nigga, like, I'm not gonna do it because I grew up with this guy. Like, there's something deeper, as opposed to like these people that I just met within these 6 days that we have here. Like, yeah, we got close. Yeah, they're loving people, but like, fuck these niggas. We're here for a reason. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but still, bro, fuck all that, bro. Plus, you would have killed me, bro. You would have killed me. Like, what was you talking about? You would have killed me. When I saw him pick up, when he said, I'm sorry to the protagonist, the guy with the glasses, when he said, I'm sorry to the protagonist, and he grabbed the knife from the thing, I thought he was going to, like, start wailing on him. Like, I was like, oh, nah, it's over. It's over. But then he just killed himself. I was like, yo, bro, you're a coward, bro. Like, then again, the other one was going to do it. So somebody had to do it. And then, yeah, the cop freaking gets shot on the chest, probably on the heart, because we never hear from him again. She got me so tight. I was like, bro, you got to be kidding me, bro. This man been sneaking around the whole perimeter in the whole facility, sneaking around, acting like shit, to then get killed. And I don't even think the messages that he sent with the files attached even went through. Like, what the fuck? I don't think they went through. But I don't know. And then I was rooting for the old man too. I fucked with the old man heavy. But because of you motherfuckers that was already seen it and just started posting shit on social media, I can't stand the old man. This and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, can y'all y'all ruining it for everybody, bro? Like, y'all wilding. Like, the shit had a week out, bro, and motherfuckers already spoiling the fuck out of this shit. I don't know, bro. But yeah, like, come to find out, the old man was in the game the whole time. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I fucked with the old man though, because yeah, you know, he was the one that created the whole game. He's the one that he was in the game, but he was actually ended up like he was actually the owner. He was really smart with his shit. Like, the whole personality of him having dementia was perfect. And it was revealed to me that it was like a little shit, like it was like a little thing that he was going with towards the middle of the show. I forgot what it was that he did. Oh yeah. So when it came down to playing with the pebbles, and it was him, it was the old man and the protagonist as teammates. The guy was like, you know how to play this game, right? You've played it when you were younger. And he was like, you could tell he played it off that, yeah, he did play it. Like, he was just saying that he did play the game just to say that he did play the game. And he was like, oh yes, I used to win this game every time when I was young. And I'm like, oh, now he chatting. He lying his ass off. I'm like, he playing off the dementia shit right now. Like, he about to use that dementia card right now. And then he just grabs the pebble, starts walking around with this shit, not wanting to play. He's like, oh, I live around here and shit like that. And yeah, that whole scene was just like, it just let me know that he was using that dementia shit that he used at the beginning of the entire show as complete BS and as a whole, like, you know, story, so that he could just get carried through the entire thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's I was surprised because I thought he actually got killed, but the protagonist never sees him getting shot, so he just hears the gunshot go off. And yeah, I don't know. It was a good ass fucking show though. I recommend you watch it. I mean, if you want to listen to all of this and you haven't watched it, I'm sorry. I did warn you though that there will be a lot of spoilers, but still watch it. Or maybe not, because I just mentioned everything. So it was a really good show though. Me and my girl, we really, really enjoyed it. But that's Netflix going at it again with another banger. Netflix never miss. Netflix be letting every other platform know, like, I know y'all be posting these little throwback shows and shit like that, but watch what I make, nigga. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna make that shit here, nigga. I'm not even gonna make that shit in America, man. I'm gonna make that shit in Korea, man. Fuck you shit, man. In a whole different language. You're gonna have to manually put that you speak English, Spanish, whatever. And then listen to us, not the actors. Somebody do the voiceovers. Let motherfuckers know who the real boss is. I fuck with Netflix though. But yeah, that's I watched it. I recommend you watch it. I hope you guys watched it too. Let me know what was your favorite part of the entire shit. Now that I even think about it, what is my favorite part? My favorite part, I know what my favorite part is. My favorite part of the entire show is when that girl, the badass chick that was sneaking around with the little knife everywhere, when she partners up in the pebble game, like the game that had to deal with the pebbles and shit, she partners up with that other chick, who was like a little, like, she was like so like chill about everything. And then that girl like ends up like realizing that she doesn't have anything to go back to. If she wins the money, it'll just be for her, because she didn't have parents, she didn't have family behind. But she knew that other chick did. So when it came down to them playing the game, and they decide to play the game where like you throw the pebble as close as possible to the oh wait, give me a second, guys. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties. But when it came down to them finally playing the game that they decided to play, which was who throws the pebble furthest, or who throws the pebble closest to the wall wins. And she goes, the girl throws it, the chick, the badass chick, she throws it first, right? And then when it comes down to the other chick throwing it, she goes and sits and thinks, and she decides to just drop it from where she's standing. The girl looks at her and she's like, "What are you doing? Pick it back up." And she's like, "I'm okay. I might as well go out like this, right?" I'm like, y'all gonna make me cry. Y'all gonna make me cry. I was like, yo. I turned bitch mode real quick. I was like, because it was like, yo, that was such a noble thing. That was so unselfish. That was so dope. That part, it's a little, it's up there with the Ali part. But I want to stick to the more positive side of it, where we lose a lesser known character for the benefit of a greater character, as opposed to a more liked character getting lost to a kind of a character we kind of really don't give a shit about. But still, bro, like Ali should have been like, bro, he mad naive with it too. Like, he was mad naive with it. That shit was getting me dumb tight. I was there like, bro, you gotta be kidding me, bro. You telling me you're not seeing this man trying to swindle you right now? Like, you telling me right now you don't see this man like trying to see that you're very naive about shit and just going with it? She got me so tight. But moving on from all of that, Squid Game was really good. It was really good. But before we go, I wanted to look at this video with you guys. I didn't watch the full video, but we're gonna watch it here together. And this is Bill Gates getting interviewed. And he basically gets grilled about Jeffrey Epstein and him knowing Jeffrey Epstein and whatnot. But I'm about to look at it right now, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Reported at that time that you had a number of meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. who, when you met him 10 years ago, he was convicted of soliciting prostitution from minors. What did you know about him when you were meeting with him, as you've said yourself, in the hopes of raising money?
I had dinners with him. I regret doing that. He had relationships with people he said, would give to global health, which is a interest I have. Not nearly enough philanthropy goes in that direction. Those meetings were a mistake. They didn't result in what he purported, and I cut them off. That goes back a long time ago now. So there's nothing new on that.
It was reported that you continue to meet with him over several years, and that, in other words, a number of meetings.
Grilling him.
What did you do when you found out about his background?
Well, I've said I regretted having those dinners, and there's absolutely nothing new on that.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead, so in general, you always have to be careful. I'm very proud of what we've done in philanthropy. Very proud of the work of the foundation.
That's not what she
That's what I get up every day and focus on.
Just him saying, "Well, he's dead," it kind of puts in question, like, this motherfucker got killed by one of these niggas. They probably knew he was gonna spill the beans because he was in jail already. And instead of taking everybody else with him, down with him, they sent out somebody to kill this man in some way, somehow, shape, or form. I don't know. But, well, he's dead. That shit is so funny to me. Oh, man. She grilled him, though. Shouts out to that lady. I don't know who she is. Shouts out to her. Because she was not afraid to grill him. That's a real reporter right there. That's how you do an interview. You feel me? You don't ask these. Well, you on top of these generic questions, you got to get real personal with it, because it is an interview. Shouts out to her, though. What a fucking trooper. She goes missing or get killed, you already know what's up with it. If she gets lowballed somewhere, you already know where it came from. Yeah, you could tell he was just dodging the questions. He was just dodging the questions left and right. He was just trying to, like, not talk about Jeffrey Epstein or get into specific about Jeffrey Epstein. Bruh. I wonder what you guys think about that. You guys let me know what you think about that whole clip. So weird, like, oh. It's unsettling because it's like, I wonder if he would have never gotten killed. I wonder who else, like, how many of these motherfuckers would have been put out there, like, exposed and all of that shit, if he would have chosen to speak. And while we're on the topic, I haven't heard shit about Ghislaine Maxwell, which was Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend. She's been in jail. I heard she spoke and listed names and shit like that. And from what I'm not mistaken, Beyonce's in that bitch. There was some big ass names that I was like, what? But then again, she could be lying her ass off. She could just be throwing people under the bus on purpose for no reason too. But I haven't heard anything from her. I mean, she's not dead because they would have reported the shit out of that. But who knows? Maybe they made it on the low because they learned from Jeffrey Epstein's death. It was like, yo, that kind of popped off too much, bro. Kind of need to, like, do the same to this bitch, but on the low. Gotta keep it real quiet. I mean, let's just act like the bitch and, put a stuffed doll in a fucking jail cell and just record it from really far and then just let motherfuckers believe that that's really her in there. But yeah, It's scary. It goes to show, like right now, probably the little shit that they do on the low, these millionaires and billionaires, what they do on the low is probably like, it's non-existent right now, because the water is still hot. Motherfuckers is looking to know what the fuck these motherfuckers is doing. So they probably can't really be doing a lot of little creep shit that they love to do, or whatever creep weirdo shit that they into. They can't do any of that right now. Well, they probably are doing it, but taking real extra precautions. You feel me? But I don't know. That was interesting. Bill fucking Gates. Bill motherfucking Gates. I don't know, yo. I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking episode. I'll see you guys next week. I hope you had a wonderful weekend last weekend, and I hope you have an even better one next weekend. Thank you so much for supporting. Much love from me and mine to you and yours. And see you guys next week. Deuces.